Isa na namang napakagandang laban ang ating natunghayan. Isa na namang tagumpay ang naitala para sa kasaysayan. Ang boksingerong inakala ng iba ay tapos na, ay nagbalik at pinatunayan sa lahat na mayroon pa siyang ibubuga sa ibabaw ng lona. Ano nga ba ang sikreto ng pambihirang longevity nitong si Nonito Donaire? Ating pag-usapan. Pero bago yan, paki-like muna at i-click ang subscribe button at notification bell para laging updated sa mga kaabang-abang na bakbakan dito sa mundo ng boxing. The Filipino Flash, Nonito Donaire. Ang sinasabing pangalawa sa pinakamatagumpay na boksingerong Pinoy sa buong kasaysayan, kasunod lamang ni Pacman. Dahil dito sa kanyang mga nakahangahangang nagawa sa ibabaw ng lona, ay maituturing na siyang future Hall of Famer dito sa larangan ng boxing. Itong si Nonito Donaire ay isa lamang sa mangilan-ngilang Asyano na nanalo ng pandaigdigang kampeonato sa 4 na magkakaibang divisyon. Pinawag siyang The Filipino Flash dahil na rin sa kanyang angking hiliksi at bilis ng kanyang mga kamao, lalo na ang kanyang pamusong left hook na siyang nagpakilala sa kanya sa mundo ng boxing.
Winky right. There are not many guys to be able to evade. And that's a backdoor. Down goes Young on a thunderous left hook.
And then you're talking about Nonito Donaire has this 118. Everybody better watch it.
At dahil nga sa killer left hook na yan, nitong si Nonito Donaire ay kinakatakutan siya ng maraming kalaban sa kanyang timbang. At sa lahat ng mga titulong kanyang nakuha, ay mga bigating pangalan pa ng mga boksingero ang kanyang pinatumba. Matapos silang tamaan itong kanyang pamusong kaliwa, lahat sila ay bumalagta. Taong 2007 nang una siyang mabigyan ng pagkakataon na lumaban sa isang world champion, kung saan challenge niya ang nooy IBF at IBO flyweight world champion at isang undefeated na si Raging Bull, Vic Darchinyan. Ang siya ring boksingero na tumalo at bumasag sa panga ng kanyang kuya na si Glenn Donaire. Masyadong maangas ang kampiyon na ito dahil bago pa man magsimula ang kanilang bakbakan ay sinabi na nito na easy fight lamang para sa kanya na durugin itong ating bida.
I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna go for knockout. I'm gonna punish my opponent. I just hope nothing bad gonna happen. He gonna walk out by his legs from ring, but I gonna destroy. I'm gonna smash him.
Didn't punch as hard as he usually does. Big left uppercut there that missed.
Two things have happened. The right already,
And the watch being tested right out of the gate here.
first half of round 1, he's been hit more than we've seen in all the fights. And he's
Midway through the first round.
now the danger in all this is don't hand either. There's a nice left, counter left hook by Donaire. The trick for Donaire for the round. He did come back very well. And now body work by...
Oh, there's a good left hand that staggered Darchinyan. Donaire sensing. Darchinyan pacing. It's another hard left.
A portent of things to come because there's a good counter left hook who has a big height and reach advantage, stays on the outside.
Nice counter left there by Donaire.
Nonito Donaire working well.
Oh, look out! Darchinyan down for the first time. Struggling to get to his feet. In terrible shape. It's all over. It's all over. Nonito Donaire has pulled off the monstrous upset.
At dahil sa panalo na ito, ay naipaghiganti na nitong si Nonito Donaire ang kanyang kuya. At naturuan din niya ng leksyon itong maangas at hambog na world champion. Taong 2011 naman nang umakyat nga sa bantamweight division itong si Donaire. At dito ay nakalaban niya ang Unified WBC at WBO bantamweight world champion na si Fernando Muntiel.
2-inch height advantage.
Little kids, and this is sometimes what separates boxing from other combat sports. Good left hand by Donaire.
shot after Montiel scored with a right hand. Yeah, Montiel was putting the pressure on, but I said they had to be careful because this kid is dangerous.
Isang devastating knockout performance ang kanyang naitala, kung saan tinanghal pa ng knockout of the year kontra sa nooy kinukonsiderang isa sa pinakamalakas na Mexican sa mga panahon na yon. Taong 2012 naman, nang lumaban si Nonito Donaire para sa WBO at Ring Magazine Super Bantamweight titles. At dito ay nakalaban niya ang isang Hapon na world champion na nagngangalang Tishiaki Nishioka.
Here in Carson, California, have no interest in any
Donaire and see what he sees before he opens.
Nishioka's used to winning. He wouldn't open up against
Nishioka's fighting so defensively. It's part of Nishioka's thinking here to get him frustrated and make him make a mistake where I can count according to CompuBox.
Shoulders so bad that they had to stop the fight because of
Defensive shell. There's a round 6.
It's cold outside.
Nishioka down. Short shot inside. Donaire steps in.
There it is again.
Trying to finish him. Left hand from Nishioka. Combination from Nishioka. Donaire hooks inside. Short left. Again from Donaire. Right hand over the top. Straight right hand. Nishioka says, bring it on. Left hand from Donaire. Left hand to the body by Donaire scored. That one was blocked. Nishioka steps in with a combination.
And this is what Nishioka starts to do around the horn.
Oh, down goes Nishioka from a counter shot.
6, 7, show you okay, hey.
Coming into this fight, he's been down 3 times in his career, down twice, and now the referee steps in and stops it.
Bago pa man ang bakbakan, ay dati nang may injury ang kamao nitong si Donaire. Pero gayon pa man, ay nagpakita siya ng katatagan at nagawa pa niya na matalo ang Hapon na kalaban. Taong 2014 na umakyat na sa featherweight division itong ating bida. Dito ay nakaharap niya ang WBA featherweight world champion ng Africa na si Simpewe Betyeka.
That jab. So Donaire doesn't know if it's going to be a jab or if it's going to be a hook.
With difficulty that could come from an accident punching power. Counter punching, hard left hooks.
Up. You can see that Betyeka sees he can punch. And Donaire's not.
Oh, there's the head collision right there.
And there it is. There's a cut immediately over. Blood beginning to flow from the cut to get a cut. 4th round, we go to the judges' scorecards. There's a good left hook for Donaire. Sneaks in another one. Lands a right hand over the top of Simpewe Betyeka.
Last time, and maybe he wasn't ready for Rigondeaux, but to knock the guy out fighter that we saw a couple years ago.
Stagger
on his power, looking to load up on it, as you both point out, with both hands in this fight.
And Betyeka's getting a chance to counter against him and landing solid stuff. And down goes Betyeka on a Donaire left hook. The money punch. A minute and a half to go in the 4th round. Donaire
here is a bigger...
Relatively close, give and take. But now, Donaire has set himself up for a...
Sa laban na to, ay maagang natapos ang bakbakan dahil sa isang accidental headbutt. Kaya naman nauwi na lamang sa technical decision na pumabor naman sa ating kababayan. Kaya naman naging isang ganap ng 4 Division World Champion itong si Nonito Donaire. Pero magmula noon ay nagmistulang roller coaster na ang karera nitong ating bida. Matapos siyang matalo ng knockout dito kay Nicholas Walters, ay nag-akyat panaog na siya sa bantamweight at sa super bantamweight division. Pero noong taong 2018 at taong 2021 ay muli pa itong nanalo at naging world champion. At tinanghal pa nga siya bilang ang oldest bantamweight champion sa kasaysayan ng boxing sa edad nito na 38 years old. At ngayon sa edad niya na 42 ay pinatunayan niya na kalabaw lamang ang tumatanda. Dahil isa na namang matagumpay na laban ang kanyang naipanalo at ngayon ay nakuha pa niya ang WBA Interim Bantamweight World Title sa edad nito na 42 anyos. Pero kayo ba mga mama at mga sir? Anong masasabi ninyo sa milestone na ito ng ating pambato na si Nonito Donaire? Kaya pa nga kaya niya na magpatuloy sa paglaban? O dapat na niyang isabit ang kanyang mga gloves at tuluyan ng magretiro dito sa mundo ng boxing?